Uncle Moo, Uncle Moo, I say. Moo, we need you, 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 we need you. Uncle Moo, we love you, man. 2010, 2010. That treble says what's up, man. We don't know what Uncle Moo will do this season. We don't know. We don't know. We don't really know. We don't understand. We don't want to know what Tottenham wants. You know, is it top four? Is this an FA Cup or so forth? But Uncle Moo is a trophy merchant. He's a trophy merchant. He's all for trophies, man. That's his thing. That's his shtick. So he is at the very least trying to at least get into and try and give Tottenham that dub, that win, that Lara Croft. So taking all that into account, dear sire, let's look at the tactical setup of both sides before we go into much more detail as to how this game can go. Huge sports. Uncle Moo, Uncle Moo, Uncle Moo, Uncle Moo, Uncle Moo, I say. So, Tottenham against Leipzig. I think this is a beautiful tie, a really beautiful tie that I don't think I can call. And I think as guys has been said, and as we've been building up, based on Leipzig's up and down form and Tottenham's upturn in form, I think that this makes it even closer than it was when the tie was first made. So let's not get down to the brass tacks. So got your boy Loris up in there, man. Cool. Look, people call me crazy. I would still roll with Gazaniga. I know nobody else would. I think Gazaniga is a better keeper. Loris may be much more experienced, and every once in a while he can give you a penalty save or an amazing save. Loris will always give you some kind of madness, like as he did in that flipping World Cup final. So let's see. Our back four of Aurier, Alderweireld, Sanchez, Davis. Tottenham are at home. First leg at home. They are badly missing Danny Rose. And as we obviously see here, shout out to my guy. So Lamela's out. I don't see Danny Rose out. So Danny Rose might be available. Juan Foyth, Eric Lalam. Sorry. So Lamela's out. Juan Foyth is out. Harry Kane is out. Musa Sissoko is out. So, okay, let's just say if Danny Rose is available, he is definitely needed in this game because this is a game in which the left flanks and right flanks are going to be needed. Tottenham have to attack. Tottenham have to win this game. And remember, this is the beauty of the Champions League. When you focusing on Tottenham, once the first leg is at your crib, two things. You've got to win, 2 clear goals. Now, that isn't a guarantee, as PSG have shown, because PSG won, and they won by 4 clear goals. We all know what happened at the Camp Nou. But more times than not, this is always a good rule to go by. Win, 2 clear goals. Now, in an ideal world, win, 2 clear goals, clean sheets. But even if you win 2 clear goals and it's like a 3-1 or a 4-2, then that's still pretty good. But you know you're not going to go over there and try and get your away goal as well, just to try and do that. So I think for Mourinho, who I think is a master at navigating these 2 legs, I think Mourinho's first. So this, because remember, I'm thinking as your boy HH. I'm thinking as your boy HH. So let's say if I'm Mourinho, I think Mourinho is right, because I'm going back to 2010. Remember what Mourinho did in 2010. Mourinho in 2010, first leg he got that ass. First leg he got that ass. Second leg was a defensive masterclass. So I think for Mourinho, he will definitely say to his guys, you know what, keep it. We have to keep a clean sheet. We have to try and keep a clean sheet. So you have to know your defensive capabilities, and even more so, especially when he will instruct Aurier and Rose to say what's up. He will instruct Aurier and Rose to say what's up. As much as they want to say what's up, they've also got to say what's cracking at the back and ensure that they do not really allow the Leipzig guys to really run them amok. Now, Ndombele should be back. I think he's back in training, but I think he was resting for the Villa game, so Dyer took his place. So obviously, forming the base of the midfield will be Winks and Ndombele. And I think, what Mourinho will be instructing, what I think he will say to them is that move that ball quickly. Move that ball quickly, snappy. I've been slowly, quietly impressed with what Winks has been doing. I think that there's definitely a lot of improvements for him to have, but I am impressed by his midfield work because I think what I like about Winks is that he's always sharp. He goes right, he goes left, he goes right, goes left, and I think he never wastes too much time on the ball. But I think once he just improves his technique, his ball control, and his ability to think 2-3 steps ahead. Basically, if Winks can just really sit down and study Javi's game, he ain't gonna be like Javi. But if he studies Javi's game, and because what Javi was amazing at is that he knew what he was going to do before the ball came to him. I think Winks should follow that. Those great central midfielders, man, they are masters at, before that ball comes to me, I know where it is to me. Because remember, this is a minefield. And as a central midfielder, look, I didn't play every position. The position I played the most was central midfield. And it's a minefield because everybody's coming for you and you have very little time to think. So because you have very little time to think, it is very important that you make the right choice of pass, but you know what to do when it comes to you. You don't want a position where you're having with the ball, you're like looking left, looking right, and then before you know it, you either get dispossessed or you pass the ball back. You want to avoid as many pass backs as possible. That ball either should be kept or moved forward. Keep possession, move forward. Those are the only two things. Not backwards. Keep possession, move forward. And if you pass the ball sideways, give it back to me. Let me find that forward pass. And that forward pass are for these blue dudes here. Moura, Bergwijn, Ali. Ali, he's got a huge responsibility in this game. There's no Eriksen anymore. And Ali's going to be huge. Remember what I've been saying in my other previous year. When you're an attacking team, and you have this dude here, he is hugely important. Of course, Moura is important. Of course, Bergwijn is important. But this is your playmaker. This is your playmaker. This is your attacker. And this is the guy that brings him in. So these three guys are not dependent, but they're leaning towards, what's your boy going to do with regards to when he has the ball and how he can offload it and pass that ball through. Sun rises in the east, man. He rises in the east, and I think Son knows that, look, man, remember what you did last season? You got to roll up. Tottenham have to win this game. And I feel a key part of them winning this game, Moura making the right choice. Please don't always over-dribble. Moura, make that right choice. Think with Moura is balance. Don't take away Moura's strength, which is he is fearless. He's a fearless dribbler. But Moura must know that always think about what you're doing. Think about the end goal. Don't just dribble for the sake of dribbling. And just don't roll into a cul-de-sac. Try and move your head up and see if there's a pass on for Son, for Ali, for Bergwijn. Because the key to this game is here, whenever you're in good attacking position, let's say Moura is in here, can you lay the ball back? Can you do a cutback rather than just shooting for goal? So for Leipzig and for Nagelsmann, they know that this is the big time now. They're in uncharted territory, and this is their debutants right now, I believe. This is the second time. I think they're debutants, I believe. This is them rolling through in the CL. Now, I believe back four is going to be huge, and I think a lot of people will be looking at Upamecano. So Upamecano, as the main midfielder, he's going to have to say what's up. And I believe, let me just check that. I believe Gulashi, I just want to just make sure I know who. Yes, it is who I thought it was. Really good keeper. Now, he may look unwieldy. He may look like a guy who, this guy looks like someone's uncle's uncle. But he is a decent keeper, and I've seen him make some superb saves. And I think even in the Bayern game, he made some superb saves. And I think Gulashi will be called upon again to make some superb saves. But I think what Upamecano and Hotspur must try and do is ensure that Son isn't through. But what I think a fascinating battle will be Upamecano against Son. And I think Upamecano will know that, you're going up against a guy who has excellent acceleration. Like, Son is fast. He's got good speed. He's got excellent acceleration. Like, how he goes from a standing position to quickness is flipping awesome. So Upamecano must really watch the acceleration and ensure that there isn't a through ball. Because if Upamecano misjudges a through ball to Son, he's screwed. So if you guys, Lima Sabitzer, I believe is the captain. Mukiele in there. And I think, what they have to try and do is stifle the midfield. And they have to try and ensure that they move the ball around intelligently. Because what this Leipzig team do, they're a really good team. They've got amazing, amazing team play. And I think they will need that team play here with regards to them together as a unit, knowing when to press and making it difficult for either Wings or Undombele to get passes through. Because I think what Nagelsmann will want this midfield to do is work incredibly hard, superbly hard, but to ensure that there are no forward balls being passed through. Poulsen and Werner. I believe Poulsen was rested for the game on the weekend. I think they went with Schill or some other dude. I think in Poulsen and Werner, these guys, these are the attackers, these are the strikers. I believe that maybe Poulsen will pull back a little bit. I think he'll be the guy pulling back a little bit, getting this ball from this area. And I think Werner, he knows that, look, man, give me a sniff and I can G up. And I think Nagelsmann will say to Werner, if you can pick a sniff, G the heck up. So now when I'm looking at the tactics, then look at how guys will form formation 4-2-2, 3-3-3, 4-4-5. It's time to go into the dressing rooms. Let's go inside behind the scenes, inside the dressing rooms, to try and give these guys a little bit of a pep talk, a little bit of a motivational factor, and trying to get into their psyches in a way that only your boy can. Julian, Nagelsmann, Zman. We're of similar ages. I'm not going to reveal my age. But all I'm saying is that, you're making people of our era, born in around the 80s, looking real bad based on how you've succeeded. So it's good. But now, man, I'm going to take the talk right now. You take the talk off the talk. Okay. I got the mic right now. Many people believe that you guys will make the Final Four. That's not me talking, that's the streets talking. Yes, I have my ear to the streets. It's how I survive. It's how I make a living. It's how I eat. The streets have said that you guys can make that Final Four. Many people still view you as favorites in this game. Yes, they do. But you have to respect not the team, but the manager. Now, this team did reach the Champions League final. Yes, they did. So you've got to also respect that to a degree. Because they have a player in their team who's from the land of South Korea. That's I. This dude is I, This dude is I, and he ain't a parasite, man. He's real, okay? The guy's real. But you have to believe in your quality. There's balance. That's what I was looking for. I was just looking for the right word. Balance. Respect that you're going up against an experienced team. Respect you're going up against one of the most experienced managers of all time. But also have self-confidence that you might overall probably be the better team. And you have to believe in your quality. Because if you show them too much respect, you lose this tie. Forget about losing the game, you lose the entire tie. State of mind is important here. Listen to me, boys, HH. You must go into that team, respect. We're not going to obviously underestimate you, but we're going to show some swag. We're going to move the ball around. We're looking to come and beat you, and that's the key thing there. 100%. So this is how these two legs work. You don't have to go for the win. You don't have to push yourself because you don't have to leave yourself open to perhaps losing the game in 3-0, 4-0, and then that means that the tie is over, especially with a guy like Mourinho. But you must obviously get an away goal. An away goal is critical. You don't want to go down by 2 clear goals. You want a 1-goal deficit, 2-1, 3-2, whatsoever. But you should, just in the talk, keep in mind that maybe we can win. Because you can beat these guys at their crib. Let me say that again for the kids at the back. You can beat these guys at their crib. That is a possibility. That can definitely happen. That is a strong chance, and you must believe that within yourselves. So you must bound together as a team to ride like a bunch of German phoenixes. Uncle Mu sent me here. In case some of you guys don't know, me and Uncle Mu go way back. Uncle Mu is partly responsible for my career as HH, And he's partly responsible for the inception of the Half of Football Hut. We go back a long time. From the beginning, all of this started through Uncle Mo. He started this. I view him as an idol. I view him as a second father. I view him as a guiding force through my life. Anytime I'm going through hard times and everything, I always know that I can pick up the phone and give him a call. We are really close. Really close. Let's just hope that he doesn't come out and reveal that he's actually a closet racist. Let's just hope. Who knows? Maybe he is. So this talk is personal. This talk is personal. Where's Son at? Where's Son? Where is he? Son. Son, you obviously know that your name is Son Rising East. You know that, don't you? Good. You're going to have to do what you did last season times 5. Times 5. Son, you're the hero of this team. Forget what the media says. Forget what the newspaper say. You listen to me right now. You are the superstar of this team. You're the hero of this team. Everyone else has their role. Your role is Tottenham go as far as you can take them. They go as far as you can take them. Remember that. Where's your boy Lucas? Where are you at? I have not forgotten Pochettino for what he did to you. I have not forgiven him for what he did to you. What he did to you was a disgrace. Okay? So, but Mora, put that to one side and ride through. Don't change who you are. Don't change who you are. You are who you are. I love you for who you are. Because you bring the streets. You bring the streets to an audience of about 2.6 billion. In the streets, you only have about a few hundred people watching you. But you bring the streets to the people. So you got that Dino-esque thing. You got that Dino-esque thing now. I don't care about your politics. Relax. I don't care about this. Let's just put politics to one side. This is about football. Okay? All I need from you is just pass. If the opportunity arises, pass the ball. Move the ball. Just if the passes that make the flipping damn pass. My children, my kids, you owe Uncle Mo. You owe Uncle Mo for what he's done to football. You owe Uncle Mo for what he's provided for all of you people. He's provided a living for people like me and so forth. The kinds of lives he's saved, including mine, are bounteous, but he doesn't politicize it because he's a very private man. The guy has saved billions of lives. So you owe him because you owe him humanity. So in this game, no time for mistakes. No time for maybes. You don't have the goal scoring of Harry Kane. You don't have the playmaking of your boy Ericsson. It's down to you people to come together as one. Because you've got unfinished business. Oh yeah, I went there. Oh yeah, I went there. Mora, you know where I'm going. Oh yeah. I'm not here. Got to go one step further than did last season. Especially for you, Mora. You've got to be in it to win it. And every single team has a chance. Every single team can say what's up. Every single team has the ability to touch the sexual silver of that trophy. You just have to believe in yourselves. You just have to trust in yourselves. You have to look within you and spread like an eagle. If you screw up for my boy Uncle Mo, I'll be returning to this locker room in a slightly different manner and in a slightly different suit. You've been warned. So look, man, there we have it, man. There we have it. That's how we're rolling there with the whole. First leg, scoreline. Leipzig will score in this game. Leipzig will score. I don't see Tottenham keeping a clean sheet. I don't see them keeping it clean. I mean, if you're going to concede 2 against Aston Villa, I mean, so I am looking at a 2-1. I'm looking at a 2-1 which is a great result for Leipzig. Yeah, Tottenham win. I'm looking, but that is a great result for Leipzig to now take back to Germany. So I'm looking at a 2-1 because I do believe that Tottenham will just about win the game, but I think they're facing a really strong team. They're facing a really strong team, and I think Nagelsmann will have drilled it into his team's head that we're coming to get at least a goal. Whatever happens, try and win the game, but they are drilled into their mind of if Timo Werner pick up something, shot on sight, we're trying to get it a G. So, and I think for Tottenham, I think Mourinho knows this. You need to win by 2 clear goals. You need to win by 2. Forget if they score an away goal or not, but let's say 3-1, 4-2, whatever, you need to win by 2 clear goals. So, but I just think putting everything together and so forth, looking at both sides, how they play, their quality, their players, I'm staying with a 2-1 to Tottenham. Peace out, stay true, and remember to join me for the live post-match analysis straight after the game. Peace. Become a Football Hut member and gain access to cool emojis on the live streams and get access to new YouTube content by clicking the join button here. And to view that new content, head over to the YouTube channel homepage and click on the community tab over here.